too. Baby, I'm a whole cheater. We can go to France, have a tower, y'all both need a real one. More coin than your last one. Baby, damn, he ain't that fun. I mean, do we got a song with Daft Punk? I mean, do we hit the club in this song? Come on. Do we rock a weave 30 inches long? Do we got a sold out tour? Do that? No, and I went tour. Hit me with your loving, boy, I know you wanna. Pick me up and love me, I'll be waiting on ya. Hit me with your loving, boy, I know you wanna. Pick me up and me. These coming in that club cause they won't try. I won't say I got a feel for you little nice, but I got a feel for you little nice. I pay the whole bill for you little nice. I do my little jig for you little nice. Then he whispered in my ear like, oh God, you know I got something for you little nice. Tell me what you loving, boy, I know you wanna. Pick me up and love me, I'll be waiting on ya. Hit me with your loving, boy, I know you wanna. Okay, now put some bounce on it. All that, think about it, put some bounce on it. I make it
At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And with the terrible towels waving wildly, we are underway from Pittsburgh. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers going to come out throwing. He'll drop this underneath for Gainwell. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He'll let it fly for Austin. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Calvin Austin, 62 yards. And the Steelers need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. McCaffrey on the return. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
At their own 17-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 19 tight, 19 tight. Let's go.
Here's Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing now is Daniels. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the load one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He may go. Touchdown, Washington. Noah Brown, 83 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up. Right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. Now runs straight ahead with Warren. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Rodgers. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
319.
Now Rodgers. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter from Aaron Rodgers. And the Steelers have regained the lead. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion. Get 300. Get 300.
Rodgers will throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now inside the 25. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. Daniels looking to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Touchdown, Washington. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. Daniels going to try and throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So 2 successful two-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or two-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Throwing is Rodgers. Wilson snags it left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for us.
Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 49 yards.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Warren will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son,
Here's a diving catch right side. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Steelers have yet again retaken the lead.
26. Hey, 88.
They'll look to throw. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
it's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line.
Their own 15-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. To the air goes Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Now Daniels. They'll roll him out right. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 27 yards there, a first down. To throw is Daniels. And he will find his man Samuel. And he's brought down. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll look to throw again. He'll buy some time right. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 2nd and 10.
Come on.
The man in motion is Brown. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, it looked like it marched to the end zone. He's hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up 4th down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Daniels going to throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Short throw here, the tight end Bates. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
His pass caught at the 4. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now the first carry here for the running back. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop it.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Boy, they're down only 1 score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. On the give, it's Warren. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Here's Rodgers. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Plant. Hey, 88.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. Boswell's kick is good, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. McCaffrey on the return. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. This is caught. It's Brown. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
And the Commanders' first down.
Off the play fake. Daniels. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Keanu Benton, the one who got in to bury him.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Guaranteed they've been talking a lot about, can we find something that'll go our way? And that tip ball, that definitely just did.
Well, and with this margin manageable, yeah, that gives them a little juice maybe on the tip.
Yeah, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. That could help them get right back in it.
Sliding out of the pocket. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down, it really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. A handoff for Warren. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Rodgers going to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Now Roman Warren. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
258, 150.
Now Rodgers. His pass caught at the 4. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a third and goal situation.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On the sneak, Rodgers. And he'll get it. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Steelers are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. McCaffrey on the return. A little juke. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Takes a part of me, something lost and never seen. Every time I start to believe, something taken from me. Life's gotta always be messing with me. Can't it chill and let me be free? Can't I take away all this pain?
EA Sports and the National Football League welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on themselves.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you, the veteran Chris Boswell, getting things started. Off we go from the Steel City. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
So if you're lonely, you know I'm here waiting for you. I'm just a crosshair. I'm just a shot away from you. And if you leave here, you leave me broken, shattered alive. I'm just a crosshair. I'm just a shot, then we can die.
It is always a good time for football here in the city of Pittsburgh. Welcome to Acrisure Stadium. Today, a good scrap in the AFC North. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're off from Acrisure. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Jalen Warren. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. From the 24. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled for a short gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. We got the football caught, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker, 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the first down.
All right, here's one of our game's first big risks. The offense lining up to go for it on their own side. He's keeping it. He's going for it. And he's touched as they pick up that first down on 4th.
One thing you cannot say, Kate, about this offense, they're not bold. That was a bold decision, one they trusted the big guys up front, and they moved the sticks.
Now we'll give to Warren, coming right. That's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it 2nd down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of third down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Here he is on third and long. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue. So far, so good to begin this one as they've got a new set of downs beyond midfield. To the air here on first down, Rodgers. This is Metcalf working that right side. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Steelers first down.
Another Pittsburgh Steeler. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They're set up at the 35 now.
319.
That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Couple of zeros on the board right now. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Warren running between the tackles. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. From the shotgun, Rodgers. Has it in close. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers get the game's first points here in the 2nd. All right, so we're already into the 2nd quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as infrequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are a perfect 1-for-1.
Boswell gets that point after to go. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest.
Steelers nothing. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Miller on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Rodgers here from the gun. Austin makes the grab downfield. And he's going to have this out near the 40, just a little bit short of it.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Steeler first down.
From the gun, give to Gainwell. Gets it forward for a gain of 3. All down by the first rounder out of Oregon, Derek Harmon. Give him 4 yards as we have hit our 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. And it's the Steelers with 2nd and 6. from the 43. Finds a seam down the middle. And he is down all the way to that 15-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15.
58!
Staying between the tackles with Gainwell. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Rodgers will look to throw. Chased out to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
Rodgers throwing on 3rd down. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. They'll go for it. Rodgers. And he has the catch. Gets both feet in. That's a touchdown. The Steelers earn the chance to tie before halftime. Chris Boswell for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Steelers start off well to tie things 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Return starts from the goal line. Johnson gets hit and he loses the football. And they steal it back on the return. Well, we just don't see kick returns nearly as often as we used to, Brock, which makes impact plays on them like that so much rarer.
Yeah, that is so well said. Kind of reminds me of my son's baseball coach, right? At a young age, you're always coaching those guys. Hey, the ball's going to come to you. The ball's going to come to you every single pitch. The ball's going to come to you. And these kickoff cover guys, they got to think in their mind every time is my chance to make a play, and they just did.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Same guy, Wilson again. And he's got a nice goal to go here as he goes out at the 8-yard line.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. To throw is Rodgers. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing once again, Rodgers. And got his man. That's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers take the lead just before halftime. Pat Fryermuth the touchdown. Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the upright. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Steelers 7.
Now Boswell on to send this away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
At their own 20-yard line.
First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. Rodgers to throw. That one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. So it's second down coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incompletion, second and 10 once again from the 20. Now here's Rodgers. He's going to push one deep. They connect on the deep shot. And he's got it all the way down to the 12. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. One last play before the break. Throwing here just before halftime. And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Hey, I want you to know something. That wasn't you at all, brother. They fucked up my zones, and it's the only reason why you got down there.
Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers tie things up at 14. Set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Calvin Austin on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10. Play fake, hits Rodgers. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, it kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Short pass brought in. Short pickup to their own 31. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
And the Steelers going nickel, third down. Rodgers set to pass. He fires one deep down the middle. Big gain downfield. And he's going to have this one down to the 37.
It's a gain of 32. First down, Pittsburgh.
Warren here from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
7-yard line.
Second and 10 now. Throw left side finds Freiermuth. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And they've got themselves another first and 10. Trying an inside give to Warren. And a nice little run there gets him 5. Second down upcoming. Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of 5 brings up second.
Now Rodgers. On the move, headed right. That's incomplete on second down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. Here's Rodgers. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers take the lead right away in half number 2. Pat Fryermuth, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the second half. Puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
This one is up and good. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Boswell on to send this away. Johnson with a return here. And he gets to the 25, but not much further before going out.
At their own 27-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. To throw, Rodgers. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. Play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
First down throw by Rodgers. Going for Fryermuth, but it's intercepted. There he goes on the right side. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6.